The destruction of the Jewish temple in AD 70 was preceded by numerous supernatural omens that began at Christ's crucifixion, marking the transition from the Old to New Covenant. When Jesus died, the physical temple ceased to be God's dwelling place, and believers' bodies became the new temple of God. The most dramatic sign occurred during Christ's crucifixion when an earthquake split the temple's massive veil. This veil, described in Exodus, was an extraordinary structure made of blue, purple, and scarlet fine linen with cherubim designs. According to rabbinic sources, it measured over a meter thick. That's roughly a yard for those Americans out there. 20 meters long and 10 meters wide, constructed from multiple layers of fine linen. Dr. Robert D. Mock describes this veil as the interdimensional barrier separating God from creation, behind which lay the Ark and mercy seat. The earthquake's supernatural power not only tore this incredibly thick veil from top to bottom, but also destroyed the temple down to its bedrock. The Jewish Talmud inadvertently confirms these events, noting that the temple rituals became unacceptable to God 40 years before the Romans destroyed it, coinciding with Christ's crucifixion. Ernest Martin's Secrets of Golgotha reveals that the earthquake also destroyed the Chamber of Hewn Stones, where judgment was illegally pronounced on Christ. The Jewish council was forced to relocate their proceedings to a public market, making Christ's trial their final judgment before the New Covenant. Additional omens persisted throughout the temple's final 40 years. The lamps of the menorah, standing 6 feet tall and closest to the Holy of Holies, mysteriously stopped giving light. Even more remarkably, the massive bronzed heckle doors, which normally required 20 men to operate, began opening spontaneously. Josephus, the historian, provides a detailed account of these doors. They were immensely heavy, secured with deep iron-reinforced bolts into single stone floor. Yet they inexplicably opened by themselves around midnight. Temple guards alerted their captain, who struggled to close them again. While common people interpreted this as a positive sign, learned scholars recognized it as a portent of the temple's impending destruction. The supernatural events, the torn veil, the destroyed judgment chamber, the extinguished menorah lamp, and the self-opening doors, the giant self-opening doors, served as divine signals marking the end of the Old Covenant temple system and the establishment of the New Covenant through Christ's sacrifice. We could compare the veil's supernatural tearing to the ominous handwriting on Belshazzar's wall in the book of Daniel, both serving as dramatic divine interventions, signaling momentous spiritual transitions before the destruction of the Jerusalem temple.